do a little smoothie next. Now making a smoothie in your Vitamix is making a smoothie and the only machine that really gets it smooth. It's the only true smoothie maker. If you go out to any of the smoothie shops, Jamba Juice, Smoothie King, Tropical Smoothie, they all use the Vitamix machine. It is the most versatile machine on the planet. It does everything. Now as a juicer or a smoothie maker, it does the best of everything. It's better than a juicer, because a juicer is going to give you a nice juice, but it takes 8 cups of produce to give you that little bit of juice. And you're throwing away all the pulp and fiber. Fiber's good for you, and there's a lot of waste. You know, you spend a lot of good money for that pulp and fiber. Don't throw it in the trash, put it in your body. The Vitamix makes you an amazing juice, but it uses a little bit of produce to do it. You get a whole lot more nutrition. Much better all the way around. Less work, less waste. Saves you time, saves you money. Now you notice I put the foods in a whole. You don't need to chop anything up. You don't need to cut anything, and you don't need to remove any parts that have nutrition. So I've got the core of the pineapple, I got the pith of the orange, I got the little leafy green tops on the strawberries. You don't have to take any of that off. Do a little banana, because all those parts have nutrients. You put them in your Vitamix, they're going to go in your body where they belong rather than in the trash. You notice I don't have any liquid in there. Vitamix doesn't need liquid. You can make fruits and vegetables into juice or soups, nuts into nut butters or nut milks. You can make grains into flour, corn into cornmeal, coffee into ground coffee, sugar into powdered sugar, all without liquid. Now I'm just going to turn this on, turn it up to 10, get the party started. Vitamix is going to liquefy the pits, the peels, the seeds, all those parts that have nutrients. Now you all know the link between health and nutrition. If you eat healthy, you're much more likely to be healthy. Everybody knows that. It's just hard to eat healthy. Vitamix gives you so many quick, easy ways to do it. Everybody knows you put nutrients in the soil of your flower garden, you're going to have bigger, brighter blooms, healthier stalks. Do the same thing for your own body. Do the same thing for your kids and your family's bodies. Put the nutrients in. You're going to have stronger, healthy bodies. And it's so easy to do it with the Vitamix because everything tastes good. And you can make foods that you don't like taste good, or foods that your finicky eaters don't like taste good. You can make foods that aren't good for you healthy, like ice cream. I'm going to do ice cream next. I'm going to make a healthy ice cream. Now the new model has a timer. It tells me when a minute is up. I turn the machine off and I got the perfect smoothie. About 1 minute of blending is all you need for any kind of drink, smoothie, or juice. 1 minute does it all. Pit of an avocado, carrots, beets, seeds, flaxseed, chia seeds. 1 minute's going to juice them up, and you're going to get this silky smooth texture. There's never any lumps or clumps. And with a silky smooth texture comes a better flavor. You don't have all those little bits and pieces causing little flavor conflicts in your mouth. Instead, you just get a much more subtle, delicate blend of flavors. It just tastes better in a Vitamix than any other machine. Now watch how easy it is to clean. We'll turn this on, turn it up to 10, let it run. About 10 seconds with a little soap and water in there, and that's all you need to clean it up. Now if you get your Vitamix here at the fair, you're getting the best price, the best product, the best warranty, the best package. In other words, the best of everything. So the best package includes your Vitamix machine, brand new model Vitamix. It just came out, along in your choice of color, along with 2 cookbooks, 3 spatulas, and 4 cutting boards. The best price, $3.99. Anytime you can get a Vitamix under $500, you're really getting something special. Here at the fair, we have it for $3.99, and this is on a brand new model that just came out. $3.99 for the latest model Ascent Series Vitamix. The Ascent Series is so named because it's ascending you into the future. This is future because it's equipped with Bluetooth wireless technology that allow you to constantly keep the machine up to date. And they're developing a lot of new apps for the machine that you're going to be able to use to do all of the automatic blending, all the things that are being development for the Vitamix are going to be capable on this machine because of that Bluetooth connection. So I'm gonna make a little ice cream next. Come on over, have some ice cream. Now, this is another way in which you can make a small change in your diet that has huge health benefits. Have ice cream out of your Vitamix rather than out of a carton. The health benefits are amazing, and there's no sacrifice because this tastes delicious. So I'm going to start with a little non-dairy cream. I'm going to add a little avocado to that. Avocado is a great ice cream ingredient because it's creamy, it's healthy, and it really doesn't add flavor because avocado has a very mild flavor. If you break it down, like I'm going to break it down to make this ice cream, you don't taste it. Now, if you're making a guacamole, you're not going to liquefy it, so then you get the nice flavor of avocado. And that's the beauty of the Vitamix, is that on its slowest speed, it's about 4 times slower than any other machine, and on its fastest speed, it's about 4 times faster. So you get the full range of capabilities, anything from a rough cut all the way up to a puree, anything from a guacamole to a silky smooth smoothie. Now I'm going to make ice cream, so I need ice. These are also known as blender killers. You put a lot of ice in most blenders, you're going to burn them up because they have sharp blades and weak motors. This has a very strong 2.2 horsepower motor. It's an all-metal drivetrain. There's no plastic, no rubber connections at all. It's all metal. And it's got a set of dull blades. The blades are dull by design because a dull blade actually does a better job than a sharp blade and has the added benefit of never needing any kind of maintenance. You don't have to sharpen a dull blade because it relies on being dull to do its work. So a 40-year-old Vitamix makes as good a smoothie as a brand new one. The Vitamix usually lasts about 30 or 40 years. The blades are going to outlast the motors. Now watch this. I'm going to make ice cream. This is like magic. Comes with a magic wand. I just say abracadabra. Put that in there, turn it on. I'm going to push all that ice down into the blades to get the party started. And then I'm just going to slowly increase the speed all the way up to 10. Now the more ice you use, the thicker it is. So if you really want a really super thick ice cream, just add more ice or more frozen fruits. You can do frozen yogurt with a little yogurt at the bottom and frozen fruits on top. The more frozen, the thicker it is. I try to keep it so I can at least get it in these little Dixie cups that I'm going to fill up. But all you got to do to make it thicker is add more ice. This is going to come out really nice and amazing in less than a minute. So if you're sitting around at night, you've got a craving for something sweet and delicious, you're probably not going to go fix yourself a carrot and avocado salad because that's not going to do the trick. But if you go for that carton of ice cream that's in your freezer, well, now you're clogging your arteries, raising your cholesterol, filling yourself up with not very good calories. This is actually low in calories and high in healthiness. It's low in calories because it's about 50 to 60% ice. There's no calories in ice. It's fresh spinach and fresh avocado. Those are both really good for you. They're nourishing. Your body craves nutrients. Well, this is one way to give it nutrients and still satisfy your brain's craving for something sweet and delicious. You're nourishing your body, satisfying your cravings. Look, ice cream. That quick and easy. And once you try it, you'll see what I'm talking about. There's no sacrifice. The Vitamix allows you to take the foods you don't like and make them taste good, take foods that aren't good for you and make them healthy. So ultimately, you can make small changes in your diet that have huge health benefits because the two things that kill most diets, the two things that keep people from reaching their nutritional goals, change and sacrifice. Nobody likes to give up the foods they love. Nobody likes to force themselves to eat foods they don't like. Vitamix just allows you to make the foods you don't like taste good, make the foods that aren't good for you healthier, by doing things like this, spinach and avocado or carrot and avocado ice cream. If you have finicky eaters in your house, man, there's no better way to sneak those fruits and vegetables in. I particularly am not a big fan of spinach, but I eat a ton of spinach because I just sneak it in when I'm not looking. Never know what's in there. That way, I can eat as much spinach as I like. I make spinach and avocado ice cream. That's the same as this one exactly, except it's green. Tastes the same. This just tastes like vanilla ice cream. Now this is 1 scoop of cocoa powder away from being chocolate ice cream. All you got to do to turn that into chocolate ice cream, put a scoop of cocoa powder in. All you got to do to turn it into peanut butter ice cream, make a little peanut butter in your Vitamix, use the peanut butter in your ice cream. All you got to do to make Reese's Peanut Butter Cup ice cream, make your carrot and avocado ice cream with a little cocoa and peanut butter. I make one with spinach and avocado. I put in cocoa and coffee. I call it Mocha Avocado Spinachino. Isn't that really good? And it's, you know, it's so much better than eating real ice cream. If you eat the ice cream out of a carton, it's all, none of it's good for you. At least this has the benefit of being very low in calories, and it's got carrot and avocado, so you're actually nourishing your body. This is why I say, so that is a non-dairy vanilla creamer, fresh carrots, half of an avocado, and a whole bunch of ice.
What's it? Is it aqua used in there?
The sweetener was the agave, yeah. It's a low glycemic cactus juice, low on the glycemic index, meaning it doesn't cause sugar spikes. It's also organic, and as far as sweeteners goes, it's a good one. I mean, sugar is sugar. Sugar's never great for you, but when you consider that you're going to eat a certain amount of sweet stuff, unless you're, a rare individual, there's times when you want a dessert. You want something sweet and delicious. If you can satisfy that craving with something that also has spinach and avocado and carrots and things like that in there, you're doing a good thing for yourself. We all know the link between health and nutrition. If you eat healthy, you're more likely to be healthy. Well, the Vitamix makes eating healthy so much quicker, easier, and more delicious. It's just easy to do it, and you will do it, and that's just the truth. I'm gonna make a little hot soup next. So watch how easy it is to make a hot soup. This is basically just like making hot soup on the stove, except that you don't have to cut anything up and you don't have to peel anything. It only takes minutes rather than hours, and you're not cooking away any nutrients, you're actually preserving all the nutrients. So in reality, it's nothing like making soup on a stove. Soup on a stove is a lot of work. You're destroying nutrients, and you got a pot to scrub at the end. With the Vitamix, you're preserving all the nutrients. So I put in garlic, and I put in a vegetable bouillon cube. This is an organic, vegan vegetable bouillon cube. That helps make the broth. If you like, you can put in your own like chicken stock or vegetable stock or whatever you like. I like using this one. It's organic, so it's healthy. It's all vegan. It's easy to remember the name. It's the Rapunzel brand. Rapunzel with the long blonde hair, lives in a tower, has a witch for a mother. That girl. She makes bouillon. Nobody knew that. That was a part of the fairy tale that that nobody ever. Yeah, they left that part out. But what else is she going to do up there in that tower all day? She's got to do something, so she makes bouillon. So I'm using hot water. You can use cold water. You can use cold water and frozen ingredients. You're still going to get hot. You just got to let it go long enough to get hot. This is going to get hot quicker because I use hot water. But you can start off with, let's say you want to put in some milk out of the refrigerator, some cheddar cheese out of the refrigerator, and frozen broccoli out of your freezer. Put it all in here, let it run. It takes about 7 minutes to get steaming hot and have an amazing broccoli cheddar soup in no time. You can use this machine to do everything. It does hot soups and sauces, pasta sauce, enchilada sauce, cheese sauce. You can do fondues, all sorts of puddings and pie fillings, all right in here. I made lemon curd the other night with all fresh ingredients, real lemons. I use real lemons, I use sugar, I use raw eggs, and you put it all in a little flour, you put it all in here, and it gets hot enough to make the eggs safe because you're making it hot. At the end you drip in a little butter, and oh my gosh, it is the most delicious lemon curd ever. Made lemon tarts. Not everything has to be healthy, but even that, you're still eating healthier because you're eating cleaner. You're eating fresh lemons. There's no preservatives. Everything is fresh. So that's a good way to go. And the healthy stuff, man, you can sneak, like I said, put kale in your ice cream. You can put stuff in that helps nourish your body and still satisfy your cravings for delicious food. This soup, another example. This soup is raw vegetables juiced and heated. So you can take raw vegetables, juice them up. That's the healthiest way to consume raw vegetables anyway, is to consume them juiced. But juiced when you're juicing the whole food, not when you're juicing them with a juicer, which throws away all the pulp and fiber. You juice them in a Vitamix, you're getting the whole foods juicing. Juice them up and then heat them through friction, so you're not destroying nutrients. Now, when you're making soup on the stove, it gets delicious, and it's still healthy, but you're not as healthy because you're destroying nutrients along the way. Cooking process, a cooked carrot isn't as healthy as a raw carrot. These are raw carrot, celery, tomato. It just happens to taste like a slow simmered soup that's been simmering for hours. Look how hot that gets. Now it gets really super hot very quickly. Now at this point, I always load it up with a bunch of stuff. I usually put in beans and corn, but I'm out of those. I'm going to use a little spinach and tortilla chips, just to give it a little extra hardiness. The tortilla chips, I call it tortilla soup. We got to throw those in there to make it official. So the tortilla chips give it a little crunch and a little authenticity. I'm just going to chop them a little bit. Now this machine has speeds from 1 to 10, and on 1 it's about 4 times slower than any other machine. At a 10 it's about 4 times faster. Those slow speeds are great for getting you texture. If you want to make cabbage into coleslaw, or you want to dice up an onion or a potato, if you want to make a chunky salsa or guacamole, you're going to use the slow speeds. And it's got a pulse feature, just like your food processor. So you can knead dough. You can use it to pulse, that pulse action for all sorts of great textures. So you're going to use this machine a lot. Try this soup. You're going to use it every time. Instead of using your food processor, you're going to use this. Instead of using your grinders, you're going to use this. The grinder can grind grains into flour. You can do corn into cornmeal, sugar into powdered sugar. You're going to use this machine over and over and over again. And you need one container, one set of blades. No additional attachments are necessary. This does everything. It does wet, it does dry, it does small amounts, it does large amounts. One container, one set of blades. Good for life. 20, 30 years is not uncommon. Now the first 10 years of ownership is totally covered by an absolute warranty. Covers you from top to bottom, no questions asked. You break it, they fix it for 10 whole years. So till the year 2027, you're going to use this machine, not worrying about if something happens, because you've got total coverage. Now the company's betting that you're never going to need that, and they usually end up winning that bet because these machines rarely break. So we have a really fantastic package here at the show today. You can get a Vitamix. This is a brand new model that just came out. It's got the lowest price, the longest warranty, the greatest new features because it is a brand new model machine. You're getting 2 cookbooks, a set of spatula sticks, and flexible cutting boards. The price is only $3.99. That's a great price for a Vitamix. Most people who have this machine have paid anywhere from $500 to $700. I bought mine in 1999. It cost $500 all the way back then. So I'm giving you the brand new model Ascent series with the Bluetooth technology, which will allow you to keep the machine up to date and take advantage of any technology they develop. I'm giving you the choice of color, red, white, black, or platinum. You get 2 cookbooks, the spatula set, the cutting boards, all for $3.99, and you can divide it up into 5 payments. The payments are $86.39 each. It's just the cost of the machine plus tax. You do that for 5 months, and then you're done. There's no extra charges for splitting it up, so there's no reason not to if you want to do that, or you can just pay it all off today. The price is really great. The warranty is really great, 10 years, and you're not going to get a better offer than that no matter where you go or what you do.
And you'll stay healthy.
And you'll stay healthy. This gentleman here is 110 years old. He doesn't look a day over 90.
I'm going to be 65.
Are you? Me too. When?
February.
Oh, I'm going to beat you. I'm going to get there in December. So.
Thank you, Vitamix.
Thanks to Vitamix. I do. I feel really young. I feel like I'm in my 30s. I haven't felt this good. I started when I was in my mid-40s. I started using the Vitamix machine, and I didn't feel great. I had high cholesterol, borderline diabetes, a little overweight, and I was sluggish. I just didn't feel good. That's why I went to the doctor, and then I came away with all these prescriptions, and I was not a happy guy. I got the Vitamix machine. Full disclosure, it was actually my wife that bought the Vitamix machine, brought it home. I fussed at her pretty hard about it because it was $500. And to me, it looked just like a blender, and I didn't understand what it was. But she was right, I was wrong. I used it to get healthy. I used it to avoid the medication, and now I'm in my 60s, and I'm so glad because I have more energy. I feel better in my 60s than I did in my 40s. And I attribute it mainly to this. Now, I made changes. I actually used the machine wisely, and I'd made changes outside of that to eat healthier, but It does amazing things. Got one soup left there. It's got your name on it.
Right.
It's so good, right?